Everybody, Dave Nassi here at Next Level Guitar. How you doing? Welcome to this Inspired By lesson today. I'm really excited to bring you this lesson because we're going to focus on some neat elements of blues, of course, that everybody can put into their playing. It'll be really easy to do, and it's just fun all the way around. So come with me and let's take a look at what we're going to do today. Here's your moment of zen. Please do me a favor. You see that link that you see in the YouTube text box right there below. Go ahead and click on that link. And what you get when you click on that link is fantastic. You get a free video, not available on YouTube. It comes with a coinciding ebook that has all kinds of great information, scales, chord diagrams, all of that stuff. And it's free. And all you got to do is just click on that link. We're going to focus in the 7th position, and we're going to work out of our B minor pentatonic. Let's just outline that scale so we're comfortable. So the idea behind this today is that we all know these really great blues licks. And, you know, we've worked at them in this particular position and scale, and we've seen so much good content here on this site and everywhere about it. But what is so important sometimes is how we articulate it with our right hand. And we want to maybe pay a little bit more attention to that today, and that's what I want to talk about. Now, of course, on a Telecaster, I've got, you know, a really vintage kind of setup going on here, but on any style of guitar, when you pick back here near the bridge, you get a really nice affected tone. And let's just talk about some of the difference that we can hear here, or let's listen to that. So if I start with a very simple lick, and I'm towards the front here. So we're going to talk about what exists basically back here over the bridge. I think it adds a really nice effect. It's very much in the style of this player, particularly for this recording, and with some reverb and space, with some good bends, we're right in that wheelhouse. So let's take a look at a lick that's just like this. I mean, it's so easy. A lot of good grip going on there, but I'm going to play that one more time. Really quick pull-offs there. Now, when I do something like that, I'm going to be releasing the string a little bit, so I'm not going, which is still cool all in its same right, but I want it to be a bit more staccato, I think, if that's a way to say that. So I kind of lift my index finger. And you can see that here to just kill that note. And that adds to the effect in this almost extra gained out kind of appeal that I get to the note there. And that's going to be our lick. And I do a quick little inflection there at the end. And you can hear sometimes you might get some excessive noise off the 3rd string, but that is okay because we're using so much space in our playing. We're built around this kind of rhythm. And this is really great to play. I'll show you this. Notice the double stops there. Now check out what it sounds like as I pick in the back versus the front. And you get a really tough grip when you're going through these kinds of things, and you're really thinking about your vibrato. You're addressing different issues, and we're getting that sound and that tone that happens so cool back here on this part of the guitar. So we have one lick. We're going to keep our licks really short, but we're going to talk about how they change and how they're affected from playing between here and here. So the first one we have is, next one is going to be this. Not your typical kind of bend that we would typically think of, but I'll play that slow. Everything is really staccato, so I can have that sense of reverb to play in, and between the reverb and the effect that I get back here and kind of stopping my notes, that helps create our sound in the style of this player. We love that. So in a minute, when I kick up the loop and I play through this, notice all the space that I use when I go through these licks here. Let's try this. Just bending. Let it play out. So let's take a look at some of those licks that we did there right at the end, and then we'll call this thing a day here. We've got a nice little sound that we're going for, and it's to say that the way that we achieve this is by giving us a little bit of gain on the amp, I should say, a pretty hefty amount of reverb. I have a loop demonstrating the rhythm that we played here at the beginning of the lesson, and throughout that I'm just going to articulate some of my blues licks back here, and with some of that staccato effect, or stopping some of the notes with my left hand, I'm right in the wheelhouse of this player, and it's a really good way to get our day going. So let's talk about that lick that I just played there at the end. So much going on there, it's kind of fun. If you miss it like I did, it still sounds cool with a bunch of reverb. There we go. So I'm going to hit this guy here. I'm going to pull down on that. I'm going to pick this. This is my B note. I'm going to pull to my A. Let me go to the F sharp really quick. And now notice this is all going to be down strumming, and I'll turn my body this way here as we round out our lesson to see this here. So I go, and I'm not picking that F sharp note with my third finger. And it really makes you think about your vibrato when you're trying to play these kinds of things. So when we're dealing with the tension, no matter what it may be on your guitar, 9s, 10s, 11s, all of these things, these are sounds that are really fun to make and really easy to achieve on any style of guitar. Any guitar that you have at home will work really great for this. You can pick back towards the tailpiece, you give yourself a little bit of a reverbed effect. With a simple blues rhythm, you're right in the style of this player. So take this, please go to the website, nextlevelguitar.com. All kinds of good information there and more. Thank you so much.